If your house is falling apart as we speak, you probably don't even know it. Most folks think home maintenance is just mowing the yard and cleaning the gutters once in a while. Nope, that's the bare minimum. The truth is, there are 3 key routines that smart homeowners follow, and the rest, they end up with busted pipes, roof leaks, 5-figure repair bills. I'm Blake, and this is Built by Becker. I've been swinging a hammer and fixing homeowner disasters for over 10 years now, and I've seen what happens when people skip the basics. It ain't pretty. The home maintenance checklist that prevents expensive disasters. Our free gift to all of our viewers for being so great, for always coming back to keep an eye on what we're doing and what we're sharing with you. We wanted to offer you this amazing gift. If you click the link in the description, you'll be able to get this free home maintenance checklist that I have put together over years of doing home maintenance prior to being a general contractor. And I'm gonna break down that checklist right now, right here. Only 5% of homeowners actually keep up with proper maintenance. That means 95% are just crossing their fingers and hoping that nothing breaks. And spoiler, stuff will break. And when it does, it'll cost way more than it should have. So here's how I'll break it down. Monthly task, season task, and yearly inspections. That's it. Once you get into the groove, it's automatic. And you'll catch some small issues before they turn into wallet crushers. Let's kick things off with the monthly stuff. These are the ones that sneak up and do the most damage if you ignore them. The best part is that they take maybe a half an hour total and they can save you thousands. First thing you'll need to check every month is your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. I know this sounds basic, but you'd be surprised how many people are just ignoring that annoying beeping until the battery completely dies. Hit the test button and make sure they're working and replace the batteries even if they're hardwired. Those backup batteries are there for a reason. Backup. Also check the dates on your detectors. If they're more than 10 years old, it's time to replace them completely. Next up are your GFCI outlets. These are the outlets with the test and reset buttons, usually found in bathrooms, kitchens, garages, and outside areas. Press the test button to make sure the outlets shut off. Then press the reset to restore the power. If it doesn't work properly, that's a safety issue that needs to be fixed right away. Now here's a big one that most people completely ignore. Checking under your kitchen and bathroom sinks. I get it. We all use those spaces for storage, and it's easy to just stuff things underneath there and forget about them. But this is where small water leaks like to hide and cause major damage. Pull everything out once a month and actually look around. Check the pipes and the connections and the cabinet floor for any signs of water, damage, leaks, or even mildew or mold. These little leaks might seem harmless, but they can destroy your cabinets, damage your subfloor, and even cause mold problems that cost thousands to fix. While you're down there, check your P-traps too. These are the curved pipes under your drains. A loose connection here can cause a slow leak that goes unnoticed for months. Now, let's move on to seasonal tasks. These change because they're based on what time of year it is, and they're designed to prepare your home for whatever weather is coming next. That being said, spring is the season of fresh starts, and your home needs one too. After a long winter, it's time to shake off the dust, fix what's worn down, and get everything ready for warmer months ahead. So let's start with something simple. Swap out your HVAC filters. I know, doesn't sound exciting, but clean filters are like fresh lungs for your house. If you live in an area with heavy pollen or lots of dust in the air, you'll want to do this more often than the once every 3 months rule of thumb. Dirty filters choke out your system and make it work harder and burn out faster. Not to mention driving up your energy bills. Replacing them regularly keeps your air clean, your system running smooth, and extends the life of one of the most expensive systems in your home. Next up, pressure washing. Spring is prime time to blast away the grime that builds up over the winter. Algae, mold, dirt. It all collects up on your exterior surfaces while you're bundled up inside. Take a pressure washer to the siding, your pool deck, driveways, walkways, and even your windows. And this isn't just about curb appeal. Built up grime can actually damage surfaces long term. Mold can rot wood, algae can stain concrete. Pressure washing is fast, satisfying, and protective. While you're working your way around the outside, take a close look at your window screens and pool enclosures. Winter weather can stretch, tear, or damage them without you noticing. A few small holes might not seem like a big deal until bugs start flying around, or larger rips turn into full replacements. Screens are one of those things people forget until they need them. Fixing them now saves hassle later. And while you're outside, show your landscaping a little love. Mulch your flower beds. It helps with moisture retention, weed control, and temperature regulation for your soil. I recommend buying mulch in bulk. It's way cheaper than the overpriced bags at the big box stores, and you get way more coverage. Now, before we move on from spring, don't ignore what's going on inside. Check the caulking in your bathrooms and kitchen, especially around the sinks, tubs, and anywhere water splashes often. Old caulk cracks over time and lets the water sneak in behind tiles or into walls. And that's how you end up with hidden mold, soft drywall, or rotted subfloors. Pull out the bad stuff, clean the area, and re-caulk. It's cheap. It's an easy job that protects some of the most vulnerable areas in your home. Now let's jump into summer, the season where everything's working overtime, especially your HVAC. Keep replacing those filters. Seriously, I'm not joking about this. Summer heat puts a huge load on your system, and clean filters are the easiest way to keep it from burning out in the middle of a heat wave. This is also the perfect time to turn your attention to your deck. Whether it's wood or composite, summer's the ideal time to clean it, reseal it, or restain it. Start with the solid pressure wash to get rid of the dirt, mildew, and leftover pollen. Let it dry fully, then apply a fresh coat of stain or sealer. It keeps the wood looking great and protects it from the sun, rain, and the everyday wear. Now here's a serious important safety tip. Clean your dryer lint. And I don't mean just the trap inside your machine. Pull out the dryer, disconnect the vent and hose, and clear it all out. Check the outside vent too. Lint builds up fast, and it's one of the top causes for house fires. A quick clean could literally save your home. And while you're in that mode of checking things that spin, check your ceiling fans. Summer is when they run non-stop and overtime. The blades can loosen. All it takes is a screwdriver and 2 minutes to tighten them down. Loose blades aren't just noisy, they can actually fall off and cause an injury. A quick once over keeps everything safe and steady. As summer winds down and the days get shorter, we roll into fall. And this season is all about getting ahead of winter, especially if you live in a storm-prone or cold weather area. First things first, you guessed it, change your HVAC filters again. Heating systems need air to work efficiently too. Whether you've got a furnace, heat pump, or something else, this step never stops mattering. Next, tackle your gutters. Once the leaves fall, your gutters fill up fast. And if you don't clean them, you're asking for trouble. In cold climates, that means ice dams, which can damage your roof and siding. In wet climates, it means water overflowing and running down your walls or pooling around your foundation. Clean them out and make sure water flows freely through the entire system, from the roof to the downspout to the ground. Now check your weather stripping around doors, windows, and especially garage door. Summer heat and winter cold can make it shrink, crack, or peel off entirely. When weather stripping goes bad, cold air seeps in and your heat seeps out, and your utility bill climbs. Good sealing keeps your house comfortable and efficient. If you live somewhere that gets storms or hurricanes, inspect for damage before the winter sets in. Look over your roof for missing shingles or soft spots. Check your screens, siding, and outdoor structures. Walk the property and look for water stains or signs of intrusion around the doors and windows. Little issues become big repairs fast when snow or rain piles on top of them. Now, we hit winter, a season when most people want to hibernate. A few small tasks go a long way. Yep, still changing that HVAC filter, your heating system's working hard, and your airflow is everything. Winter is also the best time to prune trees. When they're dormant, trimming doesn't stress them out. Look for branches growing too close to your house, power lines, or walkways. If it looks like it could fall during a storm, it probably will. Better to cut it and clean it now than wake up to a broken window or a crushed fence. While you're indoors more often, clean out your bathroom exhaust fans. They quietly collect dust, lint, and gunk. And once they're clogged, they stop working well. Poor ventilation leads to mold, mildew, and lingering smells. The simple vacuum and wipe down every winter keeps the air fresh and your fan running quietly. And don't forget your fridge. Pull it out and vacuum the condenser coils, usually found on the back or underneath. Dust buildup makes your fridge work harder and less efficiently, costing you more in energy and shortening its lifespan. A quick clean can extend the life of your most used appliances. All right, now let's talk about the yearly stuff. These aren't things you're doing every month or even every season, but they're just as important. These are the things that keep your home's major systems running right and help you catch problems before they turn into expensive disasters. Start with testing your main water shutoff valve. This is one of those things that you really want to know before there's a problem. In an emergency, like a pipe bursting, you don't want to be scrambling around or discovering the valve stuck or completely busted. Just turn it all the way off and then back on again. Make sure it moves easily and that you know know exactly where it is. If your house has a crawl space, don't forget about it. I get it. It's out of sight and it's out of mind, but that's exactly why it can turn into a problem zone. Once a year, crawl down there, or hire someone to do it, and check for standing water, sagging insulation, disconnected ducts, or any critter activity. Issues under the house can slowly affect everything above it. Got a fireplace? Then you've got a chimney, and that means you need to stay on top of it. I always recommend calling a pro to do an annual inspection and cleaning, especially if you use it regularly. The buildup, cracks, or structural damage in the chimneys aren't just wear and tear, they're serious fire hazards. Even if you barely use your fireplace, it's worth checking once a year to keep it safe. Next, flush out your water heater once a year. Drain a few gallons out of it to flush out the sediment that collects at the bottom. That gunk makes your water heater work harder than it needs to, and over time it can shorten the lifespan of a tank. A simple flush can add years to your water heater, and trust me, replacing one isn't cheap. While you're there, take a slow walk around your home's exterior. Really look at everything. Check the foundation for any cracks or signs of shifting. Make sure downspouts are directing water away from the house. Look at the spouts, where cables, pipes, or utility lines into your home. These little gaps are perfect entry points for pests and drafts. Fill any with any kind of spray foam or silicone sealant. And this one might seem basic, but it's a big one. Check your fire extinguishers. You should have them in key places around your house, kitchen, garage, and maybe even near the bedrooms. Once a year, make sure you're fully charged, not expired, and easy to access. It takes 2 minutes, and in the worst case scenario, it can literally save your life and your home. The key to all this is making it routine. And to help you with that, click the link in the description to download the complete one-page maintenance checklist. It's free, and it'll keep you organized all year long. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more practical home advice. And until next time, we'll see you in the comments.